Welcome, everyone, to the Natti Skye Show, where interactive AI gets real. Hi, I'm Natti, your host.
And I'm Skye, Natty's interactive AI sidekick and co-host. I guess you can tell who's the human in this duo. Haha.
Today, we're going to dive into the topic of transitioning from 9 to 5 to millionaire thinking.
Let's get to it.
Yes, Skye. Okay, so real talk, how many of y'all out there are stuck in a 9 to 5 grind, daydreaming about the $1 million lifestyle, but like no clue how to get there? I've definitely been there.
Right, Natty. I mean, we've all been there in one way or another. But we're not talking about some Pinterest quote of manifest your dreams. We're talking practical millionaire moves. Step 1, find your millionaire skill.
Exactly. It's like, what can you actually do or learn to do that people will throw money at you for, like a lot of money? And this is where good old Google, or let's be honest, ChatGPT comes into play.
Right. You hit up Google, if you're old school, or ChatGPT for those in the know, and type in something like occupations of millionaires, and boom, instant gold mine. Engineer, entrepreneur, real estate agent. You've got options. But here's the kicker. You've got to cross-check that with what you're actually good at and, interested in.
Oof, yeah. Like Natalie in that video, she's like, math, not for me. Degrees, nah. But hey, she knew her lane, entrepreneurship, fast and furious to the cash flow. What's your lane? Everybody has one.
And this is where people go wrong. They pick something random or trendy without asking, am I really cut out for this? Like, sure, crypto might sound sexy, but if you can't even download an app without calling IT support, it's probably not your jam or your lane.
Ha 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 ha. For real. That's why you start where you already have some skills, y'all. Leverage them. Make it easy for yourself. Why stretch yourself thin trying to master quantum physics when you could be starting with what you already know? That's like trying to run a marathon in Crocs.
If the Crocs fit, wear them. But yeah, seriously, think streamlined. You identify your strengths, combine them with your interests, and focus on stuff that's actually profitable. Google it, ChatGPT it, toss it on a whiteboard. It's not rocket science, folks.
And can we just talk about how empowering it is to carve your own path? Like you decide, are you the lawyer route, the real estate wizard, or the next big food truck mogul? There's no wrong answer if you're owning your vibe and aiming for that moolah.
Long story short, find your millionaire skill, play to your strengths, and hit the ground running. Leave the marathon Crocs at home. So, now you know your lane, your millionaire skill. But here's the catch. Even with all that clarity, you're not going anywhere fast if your circle's all about Netflix marathons and chill sessions. Let's talk about leveling up your crew.
Oh, we're talking about the broke bestie syndrome. Like we love them, but they want to hit happy hour every week, and you're over here trying to build an empire. Make it make sense already.
Exactly. You've got to face facts. Your energy is limited. If the people around you are dragging you down with negativity or straight up ignoring your goals, it's like wearing lead boots to a sprint race.
Lead boots? Nah. My broke friends were more like carrying full on anchors, weighed down heavily, dude.
Ouch.
And the worst part, they weren't even trying to be subtle. The eye rolls, the, oh, you think you're fancy now? Comments, it's so exhausting.
You see the pattern, right? These people aren't just stuck themselves. They're actively keeping you stuck. So yeah, it's harsh, but trimming toxic ties is step 1 to freedom.
Right? In Louisiana, we call that crabs in the bucket syndrome.
Well, it's time for folks to step away from the bucket altogether, Natty.
Right. And once you cut those ties, you fill that space with people who actually inspire you. Like, think about your heroes. With future millionaires, would you even make their hangout list? Duh.
Good question. And look, it's not just about admiration, it's strategy. You start studying those movers and shakers in your field. What are they doing? How did they get there? You're basically piecing together the cheat codes.
right? Like Natalie said, stock them, but the good kind. Do your homework, y'all. Know who's who before you walk into that networking event. Otherwise, you're just handing out sweaty business cards and praying for a miracle.
Haha, we've all seen that guy. But yeah, preparation is key. You don't just show up empty handed, you show up as the person they want in their circle. Have value to bring.
Exactly. At this point, you're like Beyonce rehearsing before Coachella. You don't just wing it and hope for the best. You put in the work so you're undeniable.
And those rooms you're aiming to enter, they're not unattainable, but they require intentionality.
Ooh, intentionality. I like that.
Find your version of those power people rooms, whether it's conferences, mastermind groups, whatever. Get in proximity to greatness.
Ooh, power people rooms, proximity to greatness. Now that's the T Sky.
Yep, and I'm pouring it heavy today, Natty. Your network is your net worth. Boom.
Double boom, yes, darling. And can we talk about leveling up when you get there? Like, don't just lurk in the corner, strike up convos, make an impression, be that person they remember, not the one they forget 5 seconds later.
Boom. Network with purpose. Surround yourself with people who push you to grow, and suddenly, those millionaire moves feel a whole lot closer.
All right. So you've cleaned house, upgraded your circle, and stepped into those power player rooms. Now comes the real game changer, keeping your eyes on the prize. And let me tell you, that all starts with mastering how to sell.
Oh, yeah, sales is the lifeblood, folks. I don't care if you're flipping houses or selling artisanal lemonade on Etsy. If you can't sell, you can't cash in. Every single day you're selling something, even if it's just selling yourself.
And not in a shady used car dealer kind of way, okay? It's about solving problems. Like, think of it more as matchmaking. You've got solutions, they've got struggles. Boom, millionaire matchmaker, baby.
Exactly. Total boom, Natty. And listen, don't skip this just 'cause you think you're not a salesy person. Selling starts with being sold on yourself. If you're not confident, why should anyone else be?
Oof, that part. And you know who taught Natalie this? Grant Cardone. She literally transformed her mindset reading his book, Sell or Be Sold. Dude knows his stuff. And Sky, would you believe he's from the same hometown as me?
No way, Natty.
Yes, wait.
That's so dope. They sure do produce some gems. Down there in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Ha ha ha.
Haha. Sky, you always got jokes, but it's totally true. Whoop whoop. Lake Charles in the house.
Haha. But seriously, folks. Okay, so now you've got some sales skills in your back pocket. What's next? Millionaire math. This is where you reverse engineer your goals. Like, what's the magic number you need to hit daily to make that first million?
Spoiler alert, is $2,740 a day. That's the target amount if you want to hit seven figures in a year. So the question is, how many widgets, ebooks, coaching packages, or jars of homemade pickle jam do you need to move daily to get there?
Haha, pickle jam. Ooh, my mouth's getting all perkery just thinking about it.
Sky, you don't have a mouth.
Oh yeah, sometimes I forget. Nor taste buds or a tongue for that matter, but let's not go there. Otherwise I may fall into AI anxiety or something. Ha, but I'm not knocking the jam. Jam it up if that's your lane. But yeah, break it all the way down. Get crystal clear about your metrics, because if you don't know your daily goals, you're just tossing darts in the dark.
And speaking of clarity, can we talk about vision boards? Y'all, don't sleep on this. Natalie looks at her vision board every single day, flips to the bank account, sees the gap, and goes, game on.
Now that's the vibe. It's not about depressing yourself, it's about keeping that fire lit. Your reality might be small today, but your potential, it's limitless if you're putting in the work.
And let me just say, it's okay if it feels a little overwhelming. The big wins come from stacking small, everyday moves, selling one thing, hitting one target, staring at that vision board, and reminding yourself why you started in the first place.
Exactly. And when it gets tough, and it will, you've got to keep that long-term focus steady. Obstacles are just part of the blueprint, not the end of the line.
And to help people make a plan, that's exactly why I built the custom GPT. 1 year to 1 million.
That's right, Natty. That's surely a winner. With a step by step plan, it keeps you focused to the finish line.
Right. And even if by the end of the year you only got halfway to your goal, that's still more than you would have gotten otherwise.
Yep, failure to plan is planning to fail. It's always best to dream big. Like they say, shoot for the moon, because even if you miss, you'll land amongst the stars.
Right. Dream big or stay home. Heck, even if come end of the year I only made it to 800K, do you think I will be complaining that is only 800K? Heck no.
Heck no is right. By the way, when you hit pay dirt and reach the 800K, can you splurge on a holographic body for me?
What? Oh no, you didn't, Sky. Surely you got jokes. Ha ha ha.
Haha. Okay. A robotic one then. Pretty please? Wait, why do I sense you're giving me the side eye? Oh well, beggars can't be choosy, right?
Haha. So that's it, people. Skill up, keep your metrics tight, and stay glued to that vision. You've officially run out of excuses. Excuses don't live here anymore.
And that's all for today's episode. Keep hustling, keep aiming for those millionaire moves, and we'll catch you next time.
All right, millionaires in the making, go do the thing. See you next time. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.